Yo, what's up, everybody? Rage Cage 20 here, and we are back with more Kamelot's Silver Thorn album. How many we got left up in his bitch? Okay, we're about halfway through. Good to know. We're about to be halfway through the album. I thought we were farther than that. That's fine. Today, I think it's going to be really good. Really good song right here. Someone mentioned in the comments of the last video that the next one was going to be good. And I agreed with that person before they even left that comment. Because I could see the future. Now, I looked ahead to see if the next video, the next song was a video or not. And it was. And it's featuring Eclipse, which, oh, by the way, before I get too far and I forget, I went and looked up an interview of Amaranth, and her name is pronounced Elise. I know now. Anyways, it's featuring Eclipse, which they seem to be kind of some kind of string. I don't know much about them, but they kind of given me a apocalyptica vibe, just without cellos. I think they might be some kind of like they might have all of them. They might have a violin, viola, cello, string bass. They might have the whole set. I can't really remember, or they might just all be violins. Not 100% positive. I think it might have been like a full quartet kind of thing. That seems to play along with a lot of different musical groups. And again, there's a music video of it featuring this awesome stringed group that sounds like it's going to be amazing. That sounds like it's going to be really good. I can't foresee that being bad. Either way, we're going to keep that positive outlook going today. We're just going to focus. If there's a lot bad, I don't foresee that being the case, but we'll touch on maybe some things here and there. We'll try not to go into detail or obsess about it. We'll probably mention it because I'm not going to like ignore if something what I would consider bad happens. I'm not going to ignore it and just be like, no, nothing bad. We only talk about good. However, my goal is going to be focusing on the positive. So we're going to focus all our effort and attention on the positives. And I can't imagine this being anything but enjoyable, as it is a video, which is always exciting to watch something happening rather than just a picture. Featuring what seems like a really cool band, a really cool group. I haven't listened to Eclipse before, but how could a bunch of some of my favorite instruments, like violins, one of my favorite instruments, how could a group of my favorite instruments be bad? You know what I mean? So I'm excited to get into that here today. Nothing else really to say. Let's fucking do this. I'm very yellowy. I gotta fix my light, but I'm afraid we're gonna be too bright. Anyways, let's fucking go. Oh, I do remember it starts off. It sounded like it started off pretty epic for the split second I heard it, so it's gonna be interesting.
Some broken pride make my conclusions fail. Send me a sign, heal this broken melody, 'cause each night I die in hell. My God has shown his sympathy for all the spirits lost. I'll pray for salvation and peace for ages. Standing in the summer breeze
Ooh, we got it right on the edge there. It was about to bring everything up. No, not today. Not today. Alright. Okay. 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 I gotta admit something to you. Yeah, we gotta talk about something real fast. I had a problem in there. But it was kind of a good problem. You'll understand here in a second. I realized like halfway through that I haven't written anything down because I was actually pretty engrossed in what was kind of happening on the screen in the video and whatnot. I was pretty transfixed, which is awesome because in the last like two songs I was pretty checked out. Like I was just kind of, I wouldn't say bored, but just kind of just not feeling the song so much that I just kind of like lost interest and was thinking about anything else or more just having fun with my my image in the screen that I could see. But this one I was so just kind of really focused on what was happening that halfway through I was like, oh, I should probably write that. I haven't been writing anything down. So to kind of defeat the purpose to write something down now, we'll just have to go through it. So that was really nice. So yes, about Eclipse, cello included, and I'm pretty sure my guess. Now I'm gonna just be honest with you. The differences in sound between the violin and viola are pretty prominent. The differences in what a viola and a violin look like is they're very similar, and I feel you. If there's anyone out there who actually plays the viola, I feel your pain, because the differences between a euphonium and a baritone are very slim. The sound has huge difference, but the differences are very slim and probably similar. Whenever you say I play the viola, I'm sure people think it's something crazy, but at least you have the benefit of people at least know it's a stringed instrument just by the name, and just viola. It sounds like, oh, it sounds like violin, it must have strings. Euphonium, people are just like, what the fucking shit is that? I've been getting that all my life. So I'm assuming there was a viola in there. Didn't look very hard, but I think it would be a kind of weird sound makeup if they just had three violins and cello. I'm pretty sure at least one of them was viola. I'm pretty sure they have probably a lead violin, a second violin, viola, and cello would be my guess. But I also kind of noticed that it didn't seem like they gave Eclipse any kind of like prominent role in the song, in the video, kind of. Because it seems like one of their members was having some kind of choke fest with an image of themselves that then disappeared, and them choking themselves out also reconstructed the entire building. I was very confused by what I was seeing in the video. But it looked like there was a lot going on. I'm sure the words was like really meaning something, but I'm not gonna lie, I was lost. I was very lost. I was enjoying the experience though. Like, for sure, it didn't really feel like there was any moment that was just like it was Eclipse's moment, you know what I mean? It really felt like all Kamelot kind of just has some orchestral stuff in the background, and it sounded exactly like that. You could have told me this was featuring Eclipse. Well, no, let's reverse that. You could erase the part that this said that it was featuring Eclipse, and I would have just been like, yeah, normal Kamelot. There would have been no point. I would have been like, it sounds like there's some extra string stuff going on. It was unnoticeable. So at least when I could have been too focused on the video to honestly to be able to tell the difference. But to me, just my first impression, that's what I got. Is just like they didn't seem like they were prominently displayed. It didn't seem like their instruments were really brought to the forefront, and anything about them was just like, yes, this is them. Listen to, this awesome string section part here. Just kind of sound like it's typical Kamelot song. So I thought that was a little odd. I wouldn't say bad. It's just kind of, if you have like this group that specializes in string orchestral style stuff, make it more prominent in your song. I think that's a problem that this album's kind of been having is like, oh, we have so many people coming in, it's featuring all these different artists, from people from the Agonist, from Amaranth, from Eclipse, but it's just like they're barely featured in any of the songs, and I feel like that's a problem. If you're gonna have someone in the song, like, make the song a little bit more about them, and I feel like that's a problem that this album's running into. Not a bad thing. It just seems a little odd to bring in some of these powerhouses and then not utilize them to their full capability. It just seems like an odd choice. Seems like they're just getting names in there to get names in there, not necessarily to boost the song to its full potential, which I think is a little weird. But let's go back through this bad boy. I just saw what cryptocurrency miners in that in a text message I just got, and that's that distracted my thought process. Sorry. I just feel like oh yeah, no, I enjoyed the song. I thought it was really good. I feel like the lyrics in here is really trying to tell me something, but admittedly I was not paying attention to what he was saying. So when we go back through this, like, I don't want to pay attention to what he was saying, because I feel like he's telling me something, and with the video I think it could be like some really deep stuff. So I want to focus on that more. It's just I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna say it. I really wasn't paying attention. I was more listening just kind of the overall music and the video itself. So let's deep dive a little bit more into this bitch here. The intro, the only 3 words, if you don't count the plus as a word, that I have written down here is the start. I didn't put the, so it's still 3 words. Start, rhythm, plus notes. There was some really cool stuff going on here in the beginning, so let's check that out. Okay, so we're starting out with a nice, decent display of, hey, we got strings in here. The Eclipse is up in here. But again, I don't know how you would go around changing this. But it just, like, again, I could it doesn't sound prominent enough to where I would be like, if you were just covering the top of the screen there that said featuring Eclipse, that I wouldn't be like, oh, there's someone else here with Kamelot. It's just like, oh, cool, Kamelot added some string stuff in the beginning. So I don't know how you go about changing that up, honestly. I feel like they would have to have their own solo in the song somewhere or something. I'm not sure. Maybe they did. Again, I don't know if I was 100% paying attention. I'm going to be honest with you. I was really focused in on the fact that I wasn't writing anything, and that the video was fascinating. But I really like the kind of really gritty electronic effect that they got going on in the guitar here in the beginning, and also that string, just those notes and that rhythm, dun 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 dun, just like really, really pretty, really, really beautiful. I really like what's building here in the start. And then we got the guitar picking up the melody that the strings just set up in the start there. Really nice, playing it with them. Very, very beautifully done there musically. We can get a freeze frame of these ladies here. Fuck. You go too fast. By the way, I was laughing at Oliver and Glenn a lot in these videos, and in this video specifically, just because they were going hard for this video, and it's just some parts it was really funny to me. First off, I love the outfits. that they're all wearing. It's really fucking cool, really badass. This girl's pretty cool. It's so hard to tell with everything kind of distorted, with them kind of, you know, like their image kind of split and blended. I'm definitely thinking, it definitely seems like there's a size difference. It could just be the angle and whatnot here between this instrument and these two instruments. I feel like that's, I'll probably look it up here near the end, but I feel like that it's telling me that I might be right in the double violin viola thing, but I don't know. We'll find out. It could be just some it could be an angle thing or whatever. I don't know. We'll find out here. Anyways, continue. I just like that. He's just chilling. I'm playing. What of it? Like, I just love the little things he just did in this video. I just found it hilarious. I don't know why.
Give me a sign, sing the words of innocence.
And Tommy too was having a fun. No, was doing some silly things that it just made me laugh. Girl, what you gonna do? And it's just absolutely hilarious.
Some broken pride.
Oh yeah, and he just started fucking pointing at people. He was pointing people out like, you. He wasn't really like there wasn't two people in the video together. You know, it was like you saw one person, then you saw him, so you assume he's pointing at the person you saw before, but it just like, since you can't see them both on screen at the same time, he looks like he's just like, you, and just pointing at someone randomly. It's just, was it the other person? What's the problem with that person? It's just very, very interesting video choices in here that I found hilarious, you know? Not like, oh, that was bad, so bad it was funny or anything like that. It's just, I just thought it was a little silly and it just made me laugh. I don't know.
Make my conclusions fail. Send me a sign, heal this broken melody. 'Cause each night I die in hell. My God has shown his sympathy for all.
Okay, let's I don't want to miss something here, but trying to see. Sing the words of innocence and broken pride. Make my conclusions fail. Send me a sign, hear this broken melody. 'Cause each night I die in hell. Okay. My chorus here. My God has shown his sympathy for all the spirits lost. I'll pray for salvation and peace for ages. Standing in the summer breeze, inhaling life again. A new day has come. A chance to relive, forget, and forgive. I feel like there's something trying to be said here, and it's not clicking. But it sounds deep. Sounds deep as a motherfucker. So let's continue here. There it goes again. So I just got pointed out right here. I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, it was and wasn't, but it's just like listening to this chorus and stuff. Like, you know, the members of Eclipse are playing in the video. I can hear that they're there, but I can barely hear that they're there. And it just seems silly that it's just, again, they're just not in the forefront of the mix, and it's just kind of weird. Like, let's go back 10 seconds. Can you hear them? Because I barely can. I can make out that there's strings playing. I can't tell you that there's a four string section that specializes in a string group that's playing right now. I barely even registers that there's more than one or two strings playing at the moment. Like, I faintly hear them at the bottoms of my ears occasionally, and just mostly sounds like held notes with an occasional note or two added in every now and then. Just, I barely even hear them. it looks like they like I wouldn't be able to tell that they did this if the video didn't show me that they dun 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 when they bowed like that. I couldn't hear them do it. Like, it would have been cool to hear them participate in that awesome rhythm sliding back into the verse. I didn't hear them at all. What's my volume at? Like, I'm at the volume I'm usually at. I can't hear them, man. And then we go back to the dun 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 dun, but like I can only hear the guitar. I don't hear the strings doing that with them. I don't know if they are or not, because I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just find it a little odd how unfeatured they seem to be in this song featuring them. It just seems a little odd to me. I can, if I'm really focusing, I could hear a higher pitch playing the dun 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 dun, but it's so pushed below the guitar that I feel like the only way I would be able to really listen to pluck that little bit of timbre out there that signifies, yes, a string is playing with them. That's not the guitar. A string instrument is playing with the guitar, is because I know that there's string instruments in this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to pull that out. Like, I can barely hear it. But we're not going to focus on that. The lyrics are fine in this song. Again, I feel like there's a deeper thing going on. I don't necessarily know, but my lyrics are cool. They all make sense. He's not doing as much of a weird stretch that he usually does. Everything's sounding fine. The verses sound fine. There's nothing that's piquing my ears. The chorus sounds good. The song sounds good. The song sounds really beautiful. Like, I'm really enjoying the song itself. It's just, I feel like there could be a little bit more of dynamic play here between them and Eclipse. That's about it, really. That's really the only reason why I'm talking about it, is because everything else is just like checklist good, solid, good stuff. There's nothing that's like super blowing my mind besides that recurring rhythm that's coming in. That's really, really nice. But besides that, it's just pretty standard across the board.
Somehow
You just walked into my domain.
I wasted all. They sealed my voice and wisdom, but my soul was born on the battleground. Justice in blood, long-awaited victory.
Don't know what's going on in the video. Seeing like shadows of maybe what happened in the past, or these killings and stuff. But where's that person in the... Okay. Is that who she was, and that's who she's become, and reviewing the ruins of the dark parts in her past? She's confessing her sins? I don't know. But there was something really cool that happened there that I wanted to bring up.
And tonight you die in hell. My God has shown me sympathy.
I really like the kind of the chunky chords before that, dum 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 dum, and then stops. He does that kind of cool echo round effect where he starts it and then comes back, it like cuts it off, starts it off again. Kind of very cool effect there. That was a really nice way to kick the chorus back in. I thought that was really well done.
My God has shown me sympathy.
Everything comes back in. That's really nice. That was really nice too. I remember hearing parts. This is when I started paying attention. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't written anything, and I was like, we're already 2 minutes and never mind. I really like that kind of jump up. I don't think he did it in the first one, otherwise I would have noticed, but I don't remember. He might have. But that jumping up to kind of that higher register, changing up the notes a little bit, really beautiful there. Really, really nice playing with the chorus. The chorus is very solid in the song. course, nice effect on there. That part there. And of course, the end of that chorus there, forget and forgive. You know, the way he kind of cadences on it, it's very not typical, but very, I'd say stereotypical Kamelot. It's very what Kamelot does, and it's one of those idioms. It's just like, oh, that's so Kamelot, and it's good, so keep doing it, kind of thing. But really nice there. This is when the video gets a little weird. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of falsetto and stuff that happens at the chorus again the next time it comes through, but I guess we're just gonna keep going.
This is my confession.
And then she is about going after herself. She ain't gonna let herself come in and get up in her business now. Choke the shit out of her. Again, I'm hearing the strings. It honestly sounds like Oliver. I just kind of had that thought. I was like, I'm hearing the strings, but it just sounds like it's Oliver playing something on the synth. It doesn't sound like there's a group involved. But it sounded great. Really nice high notes there. There's a note or two in there that sounded a little thin, like he was kind of pushing the top of his register in there, but it sounded secured, at least well enough. It sounded pretty solid there. Let's listen to that. A little, that part there had a little bit of the stretchiness that Tommy likes to do in his lines, but I think he played nicely between his high register getting into that middle register of his, and there's some nice cadences in there for sure. At this part, I feel like I should hear clips more. Into the solo, there should be something involving them. Let's see if I block that out or not, if it's just guitar. Really nice way to do that. Again, it's similar to the way he did it in the last time in the course. I think he's doing something similar every time, but switching up just a little bit, and I like it. It's really solid. It really adds this good strength and just dynamic to the middle of the chorus. I remember that made me laugh too. That he did there. Yeah. And going back to the recurring rhythm that was in the intro of the song and after the first verse, playing it on the outro, just a good revival of the theme that you had, playing with the motif that you had in there. Classic, by the book, good music shit right there. Nice vibrato. Strong sell that line. Okay, at the end there, I think it came together of potentially a mistake. A mistake. Oh, it's religions. I didn't just now notice that when I said Islam, Sikhism, Judaism, Confucianism. I don't remember what the Japanese pagoda. I don't remember what religion that is, but I know I've studied it. Yeah. Sorry, well, I'll bring you back in here. This one here. Let's see. Hindu, Taoism. That's interesting. Just now noticed that these were religions. I know I studied that an Eastern religion class I took in college. I just can't remember what it is, but that's really cool. I didn't notice that. Very interesting. I feel like that means something. I mean, of course, he does say, "My God has shown his sympathy," in the start of the chorus, and it is called "My Confession," so that makes sense. Is that's not the symbol for Buddhism, is it? I don't think so. But now I gotta look it up. There was also something else I was gonna look up, but their group. Yeah, that's right. Buddhism. Is there? I'm just seeing a lot of Buddha statues here. I'm not seeing if they have any symbol. Oh, okay, that's the wheel. That's right here. That's Buddhism. So yeah, no, I don't remember where that is. That's right. I remember. It's coming back to me. Sorry, when I said this one, it's this one right here. So I'm making a lot of work for myself, but that one's Buddhism. Anyways, so while I'm looking up Eclipse here, the mistake I feel like they made, but for really good intentions, it's supposed to be E. It doesn't matter. I'll find them all the same if I don't add the space in there or not. String quartet. Yep, violin, viola, and cello. Get fucked. Knew it. Violin 1, violin 2, viola, cello. Yep. I mean, it's nothing but a thing. It's whatever. I'm just... The mistake I feel like they made is they made a really smart musical choice, as I mentioned in the beginning, the guitar picking up the notes, the motif that the violin started, and viola and cello started in the beginning of the song. Musically, that's a really, really smart choice. It's really powerful. It created this really cool effect. However, the guitar, unless you really work with the balances in the mix, the guitar being at that same register as the violins and viola and whatnot is drowning them out. It's a lot sharper of a kind of, well, depends on the register. I would say at the register that's at, because sometimes the violin can push through really sharply. But I think at that register specifically with the distortion on the guitar, it is a lot sharply cutting through more than the violins are in that register, because that's a lot. It's a low, kind of a mid lower register for the violin, so it's just very. It's kind of equal with the guitar, and the guitar is punching through more. You can't really hear the violins there because it's being drowned out by the guitar. You would have to push it more forward in the mix to be able to actually make out the violins there, and that will have a completely different effect than what you're looking for. So while it was musically a really smart idea, I honestly think you kill the guitar there, just have the guitar doing chords, and have them just doing the dun 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 kind of motif that you got going on there, so that you're actually featuring Eclipse more heavily in your song. So I really feel like that choice really just it didn't help. I mean, there's other points where you could have displayed them as well. But it I've already brought it up. I really feel like if you took away the part it was just featuring clips and you didn't watch the music video, there would be no way to tell that there was another group in with Kamelot. You would just assume it's a Kamelot. Either they wrote in some orchestral stuff in production, or it's just Oliver on the keyboard. Like, there'd be almost no way that you could tell. And I feel like that's been kind of happening a lot in this album in general with whoever they have featured on their song. However, the song itself is really good. Like, I really like the song. It sounded awesome. I think Tommy did a much better job singing the song than he's done on the last 2 or 3 songs. I think the choices were better that he made vocally, and I think it was all together. It was a really good song. It was really, really cool. I really wish that they'd shake it up a bit and actually feature the people that they're featuring. Dude, we're at 40 minutes. I feel like that would really... I hope 40, could be 60. Because I did go through the whole song. But I'm going to say 40 to make myself feel better. I feel like that would really give some really amazing dynamics between the songs when you have Elisa and Elise on one song, and then just Elise on another song, and then you have a string quartet in another song. Like, really would have been like, oh, these are so different from each other. Instead, it just really feels like all just pretty run-of-the-mill Kamelot songs with a new singer. And with that being said, it is Kamelot instrumentalists, so of course the instrumental parts sound phenomenal, but it still just feels like nothing's really punching out. Just like, oh dude, this one's got eclipse on it and it's the shit. It's just like, I can't really tell. And well, it's not ruining the experience. I feel like it's watering down what could have been like a killer album with the names that they have on this album. It could have been just knocked out of the park, and I just feel like the only reason it wasn't is just writing choices were odd. Either way, it's not a bad album by any means. I'm enjoying parts of every song for the most part. I have decided once we get through this album, if and whenever I come back to Kamelot, I'm just going to do the music videos, unless you tell me that there's a song I really need to check out. I'm just going to do the music videos, and that's going to be my experience with Kamelot going forward in the future, for sure. Like, I was someone, the same person, I don't remember your name, but thank you. I will respond to your message eventually. There's a bunch of messages I need to respond to, like some uppity ginger fans that I need to talk. You make one comment, people lose their fucking mind. Anyways, but yeah, no, I was thinking about it, and the person was like, yeah, you probably should, and I was just like, yeah, no, I think I definitely should. It sounds like a good idea now, the more I think about it. So probably be doing that in the future, but we will get through the rest of this album regardless. Next we have Silverthorn. Sounds pretty awesome. So I will see you then for more Kamelot. The name of the album itself, hopefully, it does not disappoint.